line number 1, I have some apple barrel paint in country gray and pewter gray. I also have some pumpkins from Dollar Tree and some Spanish moss from Dollar Tree and a farmhouse welcome sign from Dollar General. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to paint the sign. The sign is nice the way it is, but I wanted to change the color, so I'm going to give it 2 coats of the pewter gray, just the frame. And I'm also going to paint the farm shop sign, that arrow. I'm going to paint that in a country gray and give it 2 coats. And now that it has dried, when I went over the wording, it showed through. So all I did was took my black marker from Dollar Tree and I went over the words. I left the words welcome and farm shop. And I'm showing you right here how I did it. I just traced the letters and colored it in with my black marker. And like I said, this sign, I liked it the way it was, but I wanted to add it to my fall decor, so I changed the color to match my fall decor that I already have ready to put out for fall, which will probably be next weekend. And I'm going to add some pumpkins in Spanish moss. And right here, I'm going to take the antique wax, because you know when I do farmhouse, I distress and dry brush. So what I'm going to do is distress the frame, just the frame. Well, actually, I did the pig and the farm shop wording too, the little arrow. I distressed that too. But mainly focusing on the edges of the frame is mainly where I distressed. And I'm using the Waverly's Antique Wax to do that. And if distressing is not your thing, then you can absolutely skip this step. You don't have to do this. I want to take this time and thank all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel and leaving comments. I really enjoy your comments that you leave. You guys are so sweet. Thank you guys so much. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome and hello. And thank you for joining my YouTube family. And if you're just stopping by today, well, hello and welcome. If there's anything in this video that you like, give me a big thumbs up. And also consider subscribing so you too can be a part of my YouTube family. And you guys know that I love you from the moon and back. You know that. And all I did was took the little pumpkins and I just cut them in half. And I'm going to hot glue them to the bottom of the sign and also add some Spanish moss, so the pumpkins can look as if they're in a pumpkin patch and the little pig is just walking through the pumpkin patch, having a nice day. And all I used was hot glue to attach the pumpkins and the Spanish moss to the bottom of the sign. And right here, I dropped the pumpkin on the side where I didn't want it to go. So I'm just getting that hot glue from off the side of it and off my fingers. And I think this came out absolutely adorable. And I left the original hanger that was on it. It's a wired hanger. And I decided to just leave that there because I liked it. Leave me a comment, guys, and let me know what you think. I hope you like it as much as I do. And I think it came out absolutely beautiful. From just a regular farmhouse sign to a farmhouse fall sign. That adding the pumpkins and the Spanish moss really did give it that fall vibe. Okay, DIY number 2. I have some more of those little pumpkins from Dollar Tree, apple barrel paint in white from Walmart, Spanish moss from Walmart, one of those summer signs from Dollar Tree, and I have 2 of the 2024 calendars from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use a sheet out of one and one of the little pictures from the back of the other one, and I also have a glue stick from Dollar Tree. Now what I did was I cut the little picture out of the back of one of the calendars, and I took the sheet, I think it might have been a 4th of July, the month of July sheet, I'm not sure. But I'm going to fussy cut around that red truck and get as close to the truck as I possibly can. Okay, now what I did was I gave that sign 2 coats of the apple barrel white paint, and I also filled in the holes with some of the Dollar Tree spackling, and I dry brushed it, distressed it with some Waverly Antique Wax. And I took my sanding block and focused on mainly on the edges, and I sanded it down to blend it in. And I will be covering the back with some of that craft paper from Dollar Tree, and I use some hot glue. Now, when I tell y'all sometimes I am not the brightest crayon in the box, watch what I try to do with this paper. And I also added a jute twine hanger before I added the back, but wait for it. Wait for it. Give it a minute. Wait for it. I'm going to take the craft paper now. Wait for it. And put the sign on the craft paper. And there it is. Look at that. Girl, you cannot do that like that. Flip it over. There you go. And hot glue the put some hot glue on the side and put your paper on there, darling. That's the way you do it. And I'm just going to hot glue the craft paper all around the sign and use my scissors to go around the edges and cut off the excess of the paper. Now that I have the backing on there all neat and the hanger, the next excuse me, the next thing I'm going to do is add the truck to the sign with some of that glue stick. I'm going to put some glue stick on the back of the truck. First, I'm going to take the little picture that I cut from the back of the calendar, and I'm going to place that on the door of the truck. I think it says what does it say? Farm grown or yeah, or something. I think, I don't know, I forget. But anyway, I use the glue stick like I always do. Most of the time I do, and I've never had a problem with the glue stick, with the with the pieces adhering well with the glue stick. But for whatever reason, it just didn't work this time. It just didn't work. So I ended up having to grab some of my Mod Podge and adhere the truck to the sign with that. And that's not sticking. So I'll grab the Mod Podge. And the reason why I'm using my fingers is because I didn't anticipate using Mod Podge. So I didn't really have anything next to me and see how that popped right up to put the Mod Podge down, because all my paintbrushes and sponges are in my paint shop, and my work table in my paint shop right now has a lot of stuff on top of it. I couldn't get to it, so that's why I'm using this table. And I did manage to get a paintbrush, and I added the Mod Podge with that after a while. And right here, all I'm doing is cutting the pumpkins in half. I'm using my utility knife, and I'm going to hot glue the pumpkins to the back bed of the truck with the Spanish moss. I'll hot glue the Spanish moss around the pumpkins. And I also pulled the stem out to cut them in half, but I reattached the stems back in the half of the pumpkin. Right here, I'm just arranging the pumpkins to see how I want to hot glue them down in the back of the truck. And I'm just making sure you guys see how to hot glue pumpkins down in the back of the truck. That's why I'm letting y'all watch each and every one of them. Let me watch me do each and every one of them. And what I did was I made a simple bow, added a hanger, jute hanger, and that bow is made out of the striped burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree. And I think this came out absolutely adorable. I also added 2 pumpkins to the bottom, so it could look like they're just, in a pumpkin patch on the ground. And I think this one came out absolutely adorable too. Leave me a comment, guys. Let me know what you think. And I hope you like it as much as I do. And I really, really like this one. I think out of the 3, this is my favorite. general. I bought it in the summertime. I have a raffia bowl. I have a fall leaf from one of the picks from Dollar Tree, some Dollar Tree peel and stick letters, and some Waverly antique wax, and apple barrel paint in white. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take that sign and we're going to take our paint scraper or whatever tool you have and pop that little wooden piece out of the center. And we are going to take some craft paper from Dollar Tree and cover the back of it. And then we're going to take the paint, the white apple barrel white paint, and give the back of the sign, which is the front now, we're going to give that 2 coats of the white paint. We're going to let that paint dry completely, and then after we do that, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the Waverly antique wax and we're going to dry brush it and distress it. We're going to give it one good coat of the the Waverly antique wax. I have a heavy distressing coat. And like I said, distressing is not your thing. You don't have to do this. You can leave yours just plain white if you like. After it has completely dried, I'm going to take the sanding block and I'm going to sand it down real good, mainly focusing on the edges of the sign. And I use my heating tool to speed up the drying time. I'm showing you the back where I covered it and added a jute twine hanger. And I took that leaf that I got off one of the fall picks from Dollar Tree, and all I'm going to do is cut the stem down to fit the sign and hot glue the leaf to the sign. And I added that raffia bow, and I took the peel and stick letters and I spelled out the words fall. I didn't let you guys see me add those letters because it's a job working with those little tiny letters, but they are so cute and I like them. Leave me a comment, guys, and let me know what you think of this fall sign. I hope you like it as much as I do. And here are all 3 of the fall farmhouse DIY projects. And I think they came out absolutely adorable. I think all 3 really did. And you don't just have to hang those signs. You can use them as leaners. They're very versatile. You can, But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If there's anything in this video that you like, give me a big thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing so you can become a part of my YouTube family. And if so, don't forget to hit the notification bell. Drop down, click all, and YouTube will notify you when I upload a video. And always get lost in what you love. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.